Hello and welcome to Fix and Drive. Today I'll be showing how to test a P300 error code on a 2011 BMW 328i. My wife had called me when she was coming home from work one day and said her car was just idling really rough and it felt like it had a loss of power. Luckily she lived close to the house, or worked close to the house, so she brought it home. I hooked up my OBD2 reader. I use a Bluetooth reader. And I have a tablet that has the torque app on it. This is a pretty useful tool for reading error codes and just real-time engine data. So to hook it up to the car, you'll see a little door under the trunk release or the hood release, and then the connector pulls out, and you'll just line up the connector or the OBD2 reader to the connector and make sure it's in there securely. Okay, then you'll, with your foot off the brake, turn the car on without cranking the engine. And then we'll go to the torque app, and I have the BMW set up as a profile, and then we'll tap to read the ECU fault codes. So we have a P03003 error code. This is saying that cylinder 3 is misfiring. So I'm going to first check to see if it's the ignition coil that's causing this issue. And how I'll do that is, with the engine cover off, I'm going to remove the third cylinder ignition coil and the first cylinder ignition coil, and I'm going to trade them out. And what this will do is let us know if the ignition coil is bad. If it is, then we'll get a different error code for a different cylinder misfiring. So I'll slide it back in and clip them back down. Okay, and then I'm going to crank the engine up for a little bit and see if I get another error code. Okay, so I still have the check engine light, so we're going to run the fault code again, and we can see that now we have a P0301 powertrain error. So it's saying cylinder 1 is misfiring. So this lets us know that it's the ignition coil that is faulty. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the bad coil. It can be a little tricky to pull them out, so just kind of be gentle and slowly work them out. I'm going to set the bad one aside. Then I'm going to take the coil in the third cylinder and then put it back in the first cylinder where it was. This is an unnecessary step, but I just wanted to keep things where it was, since I remembered that it was the third cylinder that was giving me issues. So we'll slide the ignition coil all the way down and then plug it back in and clip it down. I found a Bosch ignition coil at a local parts store. I think it cost me around $25, and it's a matching spec. So what we're going to do is slide in the new coil and make sure it's secured down into the car and clicked into the spark plug. Just checking to make sure the other one was all the way down. Then I'm going to plug it in and then lower the tab down until I hear it click. And this will secure the connection. Okay, now we have that. I'm going to, without my foot on the brake, start the car without running the engine. And then I'm going to hold down the odometer button for about 30 seconds to clear any error codes. Once I switched out these coils, I did not receive any other error codes in the torque app. And then once I do this reset, when I start the car, the check engine light should go away. If you do change it out and it doesn't, and you notice that the car is running smooth after swapping these out, you can drive the car around a little bit and that should clear out the error code. If you change out these coils and you're still getting misfires or it's driving rough, then the next thing you're going to want to do is change out the spark plugs. Okay, so that's how you test the ignition coils if you get a P0300 series error code. In order to access the ignition coils and the spark plugs, I posted a link in the description below of a video I posted that shows you how to remove and install the engine cover on an E90 series BMW. Stay tuned, as I'll soon be posting a video where I change the spark plugs on this car. To be notified of future videos, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless.